I'm Avery Brooks, 32 years old, a nurse living in Nashville. That night at dinner, my parents said, "Your room for Lisa's baby." My parents, my sister, and her husband sat frozen around the table. The plate steamed untouched. My mother leaned in, voice steel. "Your room goes to the baby." Her eyes bored into me. My sister jumped right in tone-dripping triumph. "Pack by sunrise." My spoon clattered down. I'd poured $400,000 into their family medical fund, covering ER visits, cancer treatments, even Grandma's hospice care after she passed. Yet now they erased me like nothing. My sister's husband smirked, eyes gleaming conquest. I pushed back, voice firm, listing every premium I'd paid to keep that fund solid. But my mother slashed her hand. "Final call." My father stared at his napkin, mute. Rage ignited my chest. I rose, gripped my phone, and said, "Take it all." That same night, I pulled every claim form from my files and walked from the home I'd insured. A week later, my phone rang, frantic. It was my mother's voice splintering. I answered, and my sister screamed in back words, shattering. "She's bluffing, Mom. Say she's bluffing." Desperation flooded the line just as I'd begun healing. And what happened next crushed their entire world. Before we go deeper, tell me, what city are you watching from, and what time? I'd love to see how far this revenge is reaching. Right as the screams hit from that call, I flashed back to how it started 18 months ago. I'd come back to Nashville after Grandma's chemo failed to manage the fallout. Her family medical fund was bleeding dry. Hospital copays, everywhere specialist bills stacking ruthless. As a nurse, I took over routing my shifts, pay and check after check. 60-hour rotations in the ER, charting till dawn, all to bolster that fund to $400,000. My income cleared deductibles, settled ambulance runs, even prepaid for potential transplants. But thanks none. My father would eye my payment stubs and shrug, then swing back to my sister. She'd flopped one scheme after another. Organic juice bars, mommy blogger courses, that collapsed prenatal yoga franchise. Each bus she'd pitch Dad her latest miracle plan, and he'd glow, dubbing it brilliant. My contributions bear mention. One shift break, I caught my mother whispering to him at the counter. "She's just covering gaps, Mark. Your girl's the nurturer." It stung raw, like I was some on-call staff, not the one staving off their Medicaid slide. Then my sister arrived with her husband. He arrived in a clean sedan, flashing an ultrasound photo, claiming she carried their miracle. My parents devoured it. How glowing she looked, how blessed they seemed. I watched him pass Dad a sonogram, print easy talk about nursery themes. But the timeline rang false. Pregnancies in Nashville didn't show that advanced at 4 months, not for her cycle dates. He'd chuckle extra at my father's stories, arm around her, while my sister beamed. I asked about due dates, once kept it neutral. He deflected, shifted to some vague shower he was hosting. Soon, maternity brands stacked in my sister's closet, lines my overtime couldn't reach. She dismissed a crib monitor as a registry gift. My father patted my brother-in-law's shoulder. "You built a winner." I swallowed hard, but the dates screamed off. My fund payout stretched me bare, yet they splurged like insured. I raised it to my mother over tea one afternoon. "Anyone check her progress scans?" She stirred, slow dismissive. "She's blooming, Avery. Don't question blessings." It ran deeper than funds. He dominated every talk like a sales call, dropping terms like trimester and gender reveal that sparked my father's grin. My sister soaked it up, nodding at his every cue. I'd note my latest copay coverage, but my father would hush me. His baby update first. I dissolved into silence unless a billing alert pinged. My brother-in-law took my stethoscope for practice listens without asking. My mother pressed me to audit claims more often, even as I filed weekly. My father buried himself in my sister's ultrasound album. I logged every payout in a secure ledger. $400,000 total my shifts and sacrifice. I wasn't reserve. I was the shield. But to them, I was the unseen payer, always on while my sister and her husband starred. Off-shift nights in my old space, I'd review invoices wondering why my coverage vanished. I'd pass night classes to handle claims, swapped girls' nights for eligibility checks. His steady charm, her radiant glow, it gnawed relentless. I sensed a larger fraud, one that could bankrupt all I'd covered. That Thursday, I entered the dining room expecting standard. My mother set glasses hands, unsteady. My father sliced the ham head down. Then the doorbell rang sharp. My sister swept in, cradling her belly. Her husband carried a bassinet box. "We're nesting here," she stated, easing down. Her husband flashed a proud nod, settling beside her. My stomach dropped fast. This crossed visit. My mother didn't pause. "Avery," she said, eyes on the knife. "Your room for Lisa's baby." Her delivery struck cold done. I stopped, forklifted halfway. "What?" I croaked. My sister inched forward, smiling tight. "Truth is, you don't need it. Baby needs space." Her husband agreed, surveying like appraiser. Heat surged my neck, years of payouts flashing. "Wait," I said, edge sharpening. "I've banked that fund from zero. Co-pays treatments, $400,000, my work." I turned to my father, waiting. He breathed deep. "Make room," he said. "They rate priority. True future." Future, my sister's future bled dry each round, and I absorbed the hits. My brother-in-law grinned wider. "You're just the safety net," he drawled, taunting. "Policy fine print." My sister hid a laugh behind her napkin. I squeezed the chair arm wood, groaning. "Safety net," I snapped. "I've secured that coverage, pulled doubles for crises. What did you fund?" My voice stayed level, but inside fractured. Done hiding. My father smacked the table dishes, rattling. "Quiet," he growled. "Blood matters. They're rooted. End." My mother twisted her ring, eyes dropped still. I searched her face, willing a sound. Blank. My sister's husband leaned in, drawing her soft laugh. Pressure crushed the room. I pushed my seat out, feet grinding floor. "I'm through," I declared up. "If I'm spare, I'm out." I'd noticed odd charges last cycle. 8,000 here, 12,000 there, coded specialist consults. My friend Noah, a doctor at my hospital, picked up on 2 rings. "Avery, what's up?" I shared portal access fast. "Pull these records. Something's fabricated." He called back in 20 minutes, voice tight. "It's darker than you think. Fake pregnancy scans, mirrored from stock images under your grandma's old policy." My screen blurred. Fake scans, I'd funded real treatments, but this dummy file held $200,000 in phantom bills, none from me. Noah patched live charts. "Your sister's husband billed a $90,000 last week, routed to a drug supplier in his name." I zoomed in, breath clipped. Source trail. "Direct siphon from your core fund. Starts 5 months ago." Files loaded as I cross-referenced. Each consult aligned with cash drops, hotel tabs, club nights my sister bragged about online. Not prenatal. Illicit deals. I called my mother, neck steady. "Mom, fund review." She delayed sharp. "Not tonight, Avery. Baby's kicking," I insisted. "Fake scans spotted. The bills." Pause, dragged. Then, "Mind your shift. Stay clear. Hang up." Anger flared, but I chilled. Rang my father. "Dad, 90,000 diverted." "His supplier link." He snapped quick. "Pregnancy extras. Butt out." Line gone. Solid barrier. I messaged Noah nonstop. Lab pulls, ultrasound verifications. By midnight, he forwarded proof. Audio of a clinic call my sister and her husband plotting over speaker. Her line clear. Mom signed the reroutes. She buried the trails. My mother, not deceived, orchestrator. I looped the file, twice her tone echoing. Bill, what we want. Avery won't dig. Core twisted, but fury forged cold. No collapse. Tactic mode. I sent all to debt. Ava, a narcotics detective I'd consulted on cases. She texted back, meet Dawn, bring evidence. Then I looped Noah. Prep a portable scanner. Urgent. He delivered in 12. Avery, this exposes them. Positive, without doubt. Dawn hit and I met date. Ava at a clinic lot off Broadway. She showed her badge eyes sharp. Lay it out. I handed prints. Fund siphoned fake scans, exposed audio clip. She scanned quick. Drug diversion plus insurance fraud. Family ties escalate. Warrants by 10. I clenched my coffee. Dinner's tonight. Can we scan mid-meal? Her nod cut keen. Prime window. Squad ready. Back at my desk, I calibrated the scanner. Real-time fetal monitor linked to my phone. Noah forwarded backup feeds. Stream if needed it captures. I packed a flash drive triple-backed files. No flaws. Afternoon buzzed phone lit. My sister. Come celebrate tonight. Mom's hosting. Tone sweet oblivious. I responded even, on my way. Steele said inside. They assumed I'd yield hand over room keep funding fakes. Mistake. I'd arrive scanning play the audio watch empire's fall. Date. Ava called as I dressed. Warrants in hand. Team's near your parents by 6. Log everything, she said. Will do. I pocketed the scanner, felt its edge. This wasn't pain now. It was exposure. My mother's words from the call replayed, Avery won't dig. Oh, I dig deep now. Every bogus bill, every lie. I seized my keys, pulse, calm. Time to reveal. I arrived at the house just as forks scraped plates inside. 6 on the dot. Scanner active in my pocket. I pushed through the door straight into chatter and passing bread. My sister waved from her chair. Right on time, dig in. Her husband refilled water casual. My mother passed the peas, smiling wide. My father carved extra slices focused. I stayed rooted hand on device. Pass on food. Gotta scan first. My sister tilted her head. Scan dinner first. I pressed start. My mother's voice filled the room. Crisp from the clinic call. Bill what we want. Avery won't dig. Shrieks broke instant. My mother knocked over her glass, water flooding. My father's knife slipped clanging loud. My sister bolted up. Where from? Her husband reached for my phone. Stop that immediately. I maxed the volume. Too late. Truth's out, Mom. She lurched forward, hands trembling. Avery, you stole it? I didn't. Drop the lie. I switched to ultrasound feed on screen, beamed large on their wall TV. 90,000 billed last week, 20 more yesterday, all to his supplier. My sister grabbed for the remote. Turn it off. Her husband yanked her back, face pale. Medical costs. Valid. I stared cold. Valid debt. Ava's here with warrants. For diversion. Door burst open then. Debt. Ava stormed in 4 officers behind. Badges shone bright. Ellen Brooks, Tom Vance faced the wall. My mother fell into her seat whispering, Please no. My father rose, slow voice cracking. Avery, you brought police. I met his gaze, firm. You took my room. I took your fraud. Debt. Ava cuffed my sister's husband first. Arrested for diversion fraud. 90,000 documented. He thrashed hard. She's lying. Prove it. My sister clutched his arm. Hands off. He's innocent. Debt. Ava pulled her aside. Steady hold. Ma'am, move back. You're next for conspiracy. My mother surged up, crying loud. Officers, it's family, we fix inside. One officer stopped her flat. Ma'am, active case. Stay put. I moved, center scanner held high. This reads every bill, every fake. Full trail. My sister glared, tears streaking. You destroyed us for spite, I plug scanner to their TV. Final image loaded. Live ultrasound, empty womb, clear. Spite number facts. Then the line that shattered them. Your baby fake. My father's legs gave out. He gripped the chair, staring at blank screen. 400,000 gone. Reclaimed, I corrected. From frauds. Dead. Ava nodded to her team. Secure the house. Collect records. Officers swept fast. Files grabbed, phones taken. My sister's husband yelled as they hauled him. You'll rot for this! Door slammed shut. My sister dropped, wailing at me. How dare you? That's my child. I held her eyes, voice level. Child doesn't exist. Neither does your scam. My mother crawled over, seizing my ankle. Avery called them, we need that fun. I stepped clear iron inside. Needed truth more. Chose lies. Date. Ava tapped my arm. Scans perfect. Charges hold. She gave my father a notice. Courthouse 7 tomorrow. All present. My sister rocked on floor, moaning. My baby! Gone! My father sank beside table, hands covering face. My mother sobbed, reaching empty. I turned for door scanner, still humming. Last glance. Mayhem total. Cuffs snapping papers, printing cries filling space. Their legacy exposed in moments. Date. Ava walked me out. Clean sweep. 10 years minimum each. I nodded, pulse steady, cool. Right. They earned every day. She paused at my sedan. You all right? Never clearer. Engine turned over as I drove away. Their wails shrank in mirror. Truth delivered. I got home and poured tea, hands completely steady. Phone lit up with text from my friend Noah. Scan uploaded. Day tea? Ava sealed the case solid. I replied quick. Star. Tea here. He texted instant. 5 minutes out. Butterflies stirred low. Not just chamomile. Noah and I had synced on shifts for months. Coffee runs between rounds. But tonight changed lanes. He knocked light. Door open, thermos in hand. You nailed it, he said, moving close. We settled at the table, mugs steaming. Walk me through. Story poured. The blank scanned their collapsed faces. He tracked every detail, then shifted nearer. You're unbreakable. His hand covered mine. Then he kissed me. Gentle, deep. Lightning struck. I pulled away, smiling. About time. He grinned soft. Way past. Next day, courthouse called. I testified clean. Every claim confirmed. My sister took stand, voice breaking. Treatments, only we'd settle. Judge shut her down. Proof shows fraud. 14 years consecutive. Her husband pulled 20. Diversion stacked heavy. My mother admitted falsifying 5 years probation. My father stood quiet, slapped with 100,000 penalty. They exited in restraints and tears. My sister turned, final eyes vacant. Glad now, I held steady. Gladder than defrauded. Back home, calls poured. My mother first choking. Avery Hospital cut us off? Save us. I sipped tea cool. Save like the room grab? She wheezed. Pleading, we're kin. No, Mom, you chose fraud over me. Lean severed. My father followed. Funds locked. Meds due. Cover us. Voice thin. I sent over. Hospital notice showing my protected 400,000. Work shifts, Dad. I worked yours. He begged 4 times, ended all 4. My sister texted nightly. Divorce docs, ER denials. Front me 20,000 last time. Deleted, ignored. 6 months erased. I sat in my charge nurse office, head badge fresh on door. Jump delivered. 60% raised staff of 8 under me. Noah stepped in, chart in hand. Clinic expansion closed. 2 million covered. I stood, wrapped him close. Our victory. He kissed longer shore. Dinner came. Ribs skyline beyond pains. My condo glowed. Oak desk medical text all earned. He raised glass. To you, truth queen. I laughed bright. Damn straight. Word flew through networks. My family hit bedrock, lost house to liens, bills, unpaid funds seized, crammed into efficiency unit outskirts. My sister cleaned clinics, nights divorced and drained, her glow gone. She negotiated insurers, daily voice flat. My father stocked shelves, shoulders stooped. My mother folded linen's hands, chapped. Debts towered, no coverage net. They scraped on choices, cutting deep. No contact since hearing. Her texts halted, his calls trashed. One note landed, my mother's script shaky. Sorry heals nothing. We know. Laid unopened on my nightstand. I'd borne their burden, years covered every crisis, only to face room or reject. Limits weren't cold, they were oxygen. Noah became family, honest kind. Appeared daily, no debts. Morning rounds, nights charting dreams. Life eased free, no bills, no cries. Just me rising stronger. Looking from this station, it clicks crystal. Family isn't blood that fakes your care. It's the ones who heal you without harming. I'd covered every crisis for years, ensured their survival only to get displaced. They chose fraud over faith, illusion over integrity. Reality struck true boundaries aren't barriers, they're sutures. Stitch them quick or bleed out saving ghosts. Warning to you listening. If your kin uses you like coverage, cut loose. Don't wait for cuffs or collapse. Shield your heart first. I learned that ending ties cuts less than endless patching of liars. Now I select who deserves my care. My friend arrives with support, not schemes. We mend together, no hidden costs. That's family. Real family. Thanks for walking this scalpel edge with me, from room grabs to total truth. You stayed through every slice, every reveal. Matters deeply. If you've ever severed roots with birth family, lay it out below. What snapped it? Baby demands, fund frauds, false futures. How'd you reclaim your pulse? Share your heel. Let's form the circle of queens who chose clarity. Tap subscribe if truth moments mend you. Alerts on. Next cut drops Friday. Type, I chose truth. If Avery's reveal mended your fight, let's stitch boundaries that save souls. See you next shift.